Over the last few years, the popularity of survival games has skyrocketed. The Steam charts are brimming with examples ranging from classic survival horror games to new hardcore survival sims. To assist any perplexed adventurers, we've compiled a list of the best survival games to assist you in deciding which emergent stories and unexpected adventures to embark on. Our guide will assist you in locating only the best ones. Keep an eye out. Number 10. Don't starve. The most terrifying aspect of actual survival is having to do it all by yourself. That's exactly what Don't Starve forces you to do because it's a completely solo experience. The terrifying prospect of having to fend for yourself in the wild is thankfully mitigated by the lovely Tim Burton-style 2D art and the collection of utterly bizarre creatures lurking in this sepia-tone world. Werepigs, beargers, deerclopses, and a slew of other bizarre monsters prowl the countryside, looking to make your life difficult. Don't Starve focuses heavily on crafting to get by in life, and much of your time is spent gathering raw materials, just like a crafting game. However, unlike Rust and Minecraft, this indie game is all about the tools and contraptions you can create. Before ancient wonders and the art of magic, the science machine and alchemy engine will become your best friends. Don't Starve, like Minecraft, happily embraces the bizarre and mystical, and it's all the better for it. Number 9. This War of Mine. Nothing compares to the harrowing 2D adventure for all the stress that some survival games can instill in you. As you'll see in our This War of Mine review, the game offers a unique take on survival. It depicts a group of civilians struggling to survive in their war-torn country. It's a game of traumatic decisions and life-or-death consequences when you're trapped in a besieged house, pinned down by snipers, and attacked by other survivors looking to take what you found. Few war games truly address this aspect of conflict. Each of your randomly generated survivors has a backstory that gives them survival abilities. Ex-firemen are stronger and fitter, and those who used to cook professionally can now feed the hungry. However, venturing out into the world in search of the items you require, medicine, ingredients, scrap to make beds, may bring you face to face with those willing to kill. And turning a survivor into a murderer results in misery, depression, and, if not properly treated, suicide. It's a bleak existence, and sometimes making what appears to be the obvious right decision at one point in time can lead to disastrous results. The end of the war always appears to be a pipe dream, and everyone will most likely be dead by the time you arrive. This game is a must-play if you believe you can live with yourself in such dire circumstances. Number 8. Ark. Ark is not only the best dinosaur survival game money can buy, it's also arguably one of the best dinosaur games ever made. After all, prehistoric beasties improve everything. It's a survival game that covers every edge of the template. Punch trees for wood, use wood to build shelter, kill animals for food, and die because you forgot to drink water. However, Ark deviates from the typical survival game pattern by including leathery leviathans that want to hunt and eat you, but that you can also tame and ride with some perseverance. Furthermore, cold wars rage among megatribes as they vie for dominance over their world. In a survival game, master builders push the boundaries of creation. Ark does nothing but the best. The survival elements may be familiar to you, but they serve as the foundation for the game's more ambitious elements and a strong Ark mod scene. Your character has RPG-style stats, and you can explore the world in search of sci-fi secrets, which provide a little more incentive to play, rather than just stay alive. Other survival games rely on you being satisfied with just making it through the night, whereas Studio Wildcard sets long-term goals like tame and ride a T-Rex. Having a genuine sense of progression and goals makes your time in Ark feel valuable, which is something that many other survival games struggle with. Also, if you're having trouble with the game's sci-fi themed expansion, our Ark Aberration Guide should come in handy. The first half of the two-part Genesis expansion, which launched in February, focuses on exploring simulated regions filled with volcanoes, icy mountains, and vast underwater biomass. Number 6. Ark II. The highly anticipated sequel to Ark Survival Evolved, Ark II, is just around the corner. This title, which is set to be released in 2022, is expected to improve on the original series in almost every way. This time, a story starring none other than Vin Diesel himself. It's worth noting that Epic Games owns the Ark series, so hopefully, with the success of Fortnite and the vast amount of money the studio now has at their disposal, we'll get a quality game with adequate funding this time around. We can all agree that the first Ark game was a little rough around the edges, but we're hoping that the sequel will improve on the shortcomings of the first game and deliver a top-notch dinosaur survival game with a good story. Number 5. The Long Dark. Many survival games have at least two things in common: an island, usually tropical, and zombies, so it's easy to become bored at some point. That's where The Long Dark shines brightest. It exchanges islands for showlands and zombies for wild animals like wolves and bears. Your character takes on the role of a pilot who has crash-landed on a frigid, barren wasteland after the apocalypse. Nature, of course, is the most dangerous threat in this game. To survive, you must have food, water, medicine, and weapons. Fire is also necessary to keep wild animals at bay at night. Temperature fluctuations are common and occur at random during gameplay, forcing you to keep an eye on the weather and make wise decisions. Number 4. Scum. Often referred to as a prison riot survival game, is a solid and feature-rich game that is generating a lot of buzz even before its official release. Scum is one of many games that are currently available through Steam's Early Access program. You will be stranded on a high-security island, inspired by the cultural and geographical settings of the Mediterranean region, with more than 60 other players per server limit, attempting to survive and escape the island at the same time. Instead of just survival gaming elements, it allows users to participate in a variety of action-based events for which they will receive fame points. These points will be useful at various stages of the game. Scum employs a unique body simulation mechanism that meticulously tracks what you'd eat, how much you eat, drink, and defecate. You will gain weight if you consume more calories than you burn and vice versa. This will have an effect on your reflexes, strength, energy, stamina, and other in-game attributes. Number 3. They Are Billions. They Are Billions, like a few others on this list, is making its debut on the Steam Early Access platform. Rather than being a traditional survival video game, it takes a slightly different approach by incorporating several elements of real-time strategy. Your main goal here is to construct a base plan and lay defenses to protect yourself from the never-ending horde of zombies. You'll need supplies from time to time to keep those defenses running smoothly. Food, workers, wood, stone, iron, oil, energy, and gold are the 8 types of resources required for survival, the majority of which can be obtained from nearby villages. However, keep in mind that these pillages may have negative consequences. Those zombies are mostly slow and unpredictable. They almost always attack in a predictable pattern, which can help you with defenses. Occasionally, a massive swarm of undead will appear to put your fortitude to the test. Because it is still in early access, you can expect some minor changes and fixes here and there. But make no mistake, the game is already well-stocked. Number 2. Minecraft. Minecraft is widely regarded as a pioneer, having popularized the survival game genre and influencing many modern games. Minecraft is a must-have for any list of the best survival games. The game allows you to mine resources, build houses, and survive by fighting off pixel monsters in a virtually infinite world. Because there are no specific objectives, you can do almost anything you want. The sandbox nature of the game allows you to play however you want. You could either forge weapons and hunt hostile creatures in the darkest and most dangerous places, or you could take a defensive approach by erecting strongholds and repelling creatures at night. Minecraft also has a creative mode that allows players to construct massive structures without fear of hunger or health damage. Number 1. Rust. A well-known multiplayer game that will put your survival skills to the test. The goal of the game is to survive by scavenging or plundering important items, constructing strong bases, and joining clans. Although there is some wildlife in the game, wolves and bears, the main threat comes from other players and non-playing characters who will occasionally attack heavily armored players. The game is best described as a cross between DayZ and Minecraft. Please subscribe to our channel.